intently, like you're looking at your...
Nah, I don't.
Practice this all week.
It is on top of my head.
Yeah, right? Okay, good. I think we'll know a lot.
Ho, ho, ho. What are we talking about?
Okay, what
You guys are running the show.
A lot of drummers ask me why I chose Sabian. I tell them, you know, besides the relationships, I was always want to be with companies who like on the forefront and always looking for new ideas and different ways to do things more efficient, you know, and just always searching for colors and sound, because that's what I do in my music.
I want to take these home with me.
Which one are they?
A company, if they're able to align and make those small changes and develop with time, and that for me is the most important aspect of like innovation.
Now, what's the filming for? What up, Sabian?
Man, I just had to let you know I'm a fan. I appreciate it.
Likewise.
I appreciate meeting you.
Likewise.
It's great, man. I feel the company has been around way longer than 25 years. But that's because of the great product that it can almost make you feel like, man, you know, these cymbals have been around for 300 years or whatever it is.
It really cuts.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. The 1600s or the 1700s, till when Sabian came along, it wasn't much progress. It was, you know, you had your crashes, you had your rides, you had your hi-hats. That was the end of it. And now for 25 years, Sabian has taken cymbal making from all of those 100 years of ideas, and in 25 years has taken it leaps and bounds.
Bunches of those. Yeah, that's it.
It's actually kind of surprising just the amount of impact the product has had in that amount of time, and of course it's going to have an influence on music as a whole.
I think Sabian will define the future of cymbal making because the way the artisans and the craftsmen there act and think are like artists themselves.
I love Fred's old stuff.
Oh, that's amazing. That drummer, Morgan Olga. Compared to the other brands, I just can't see how Sabian would not be the foremost player in this scene, even 25 years from now.
These are all good to go.
It's a little extra, you're going to need these too. No, I think this will be it.
Yeah, I'm glad you can make it. Glad I can make it too. So if Sabian can take cymbal making from point A to point B in 25 years, where it can go from here to the future, the possibilities are completely endless.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, you're ready. That's the question.
So many great players have played them over the years, and I think it's probably been, you know, since the beginning of Sabian that I've been aware of Sabian.
My dad took me to a store in Atlanta, Georgia. Then I saw this very shiny 13-inch crash that I had to have, and it had the word Sabian on it. I love the sound. I love the way the cymbals look.
I remember being in high school and I used to have this poster of Jeff Watts, and he had this octagon symbol. I'm like, what is that?
Around 16, 17 years old, I was really into Mike Portnoy. He had all these little chinas and all these things, and it was like, you know, I got to play Sabian, man.
A friend of mine, Brian Frazier,
brought me to the office to see Bobby Booth. And actually during the shows, I noticed how his setup sounded compared to mine, and I was just blown away.
I broke two cymbals. I broke a China and I broke a Crash. And I went to the store and they didn't have those in the brand that, you know, I was playing. And the guy at the store suggested I try out, you know, something similar but in the Sabian line.
He walked me right in, showed me the cymbals, played it on a couple, and
it was like, this is it, you know, this is what I need and what we need.
And I immediately fell in love with everything.
I've been with you guys ever since. To me, the taste and the tones that is very important when I'm playing a certain gig, and my cymbal setup has to be right, the cymbal sound has to be right.
First time I played the cymbals, it was like the first time that the cymbals felt like an extension of me, you know?
Boom, I felt at home and I felt everything was easy and smooth.
It's just the clarity, really. That was the thing that struck me. Like taking cotton out of your ears. Everything was just clear.
The darkness and the rich sound came from like traditional hand-hammered cymbals.
People buy old cymbals for thousands and thousands of dollars because they believe they are not able to make cymbals like that anymore. And here comes Sabian with the technology and the commitment. Well, we can make a cymbal exactly like this today.
I have a hard time seeing you can find that in any other cymbal manufacturer.
It's probably 20 new cymbal companies, you know, everybody think, well, we can do it too, you know. And you tap on the cymbals they're here and it's not even close, you know.
I like this cymbal right here.
You know, if you're playing live and you're playing in the studio, a lot of times you want different cymbals, and you know, the fact that there's so many options with Sabian, that's what I've always loved more than any other company, cymbal company that I can think of.
They've come up with all of these different types of cymbal to create what is necessary for this style of music, this player, this type of thing.
Whatever you want to have on your kit, it's just going to be there. You're not going to have to search for it. You're going to know exactly where to go, and it's going to be the Sabian.
You have a line that kids can go out and have a set of cymbals and not have to have their parents mortgage their house to them.
Sure, but XS20 gives them the same B20 bronze as the pros get, and then there's B8 with the softer B8 bronze.
Like AAs because of the just the way that it sounds when you crash them.
It has a nice, filling sustain in the chorus section, but if I go to a lighter part, if I'm hitting a side stick and I go to towards the bell on the tip of the stick, it's got, a nice cutting tone.
The first step they took in their new conceptual thinking was the AAX cymbal. And you had the clean shimmer at all dynamic levels. The first time I got a AAX Crash, it was just butter on the kit.
The tone projection and the HHX series that have that darkness, but just taking that whole thing to a new level.
I've always been looking for certain cymbals that gave that projection, like the new Vault Crashes are just what I need and just what I've been looking for.
The one hand-hammered, sound control, 16 to crash with one rivet.
Right, because that's super fast.
Yeah, super fast, get out the way.
In and out.
And then when I hit it soft with the one rivet, it's sustain, it's a real nice effect.
The most innovative sound in my cymbal setup is my Gia China. That comes first. And I'm not just saying that. It really is, No
matter where I go in the world, they are always supportive. If I fly to Japan to do a gig, if I fly to Europe, I always know that there's going to be someone there to help me out, whether, for whatever I need.
With other companies, if they needed something quick, it wouldn't really happen. It was hard to get a hold of people. With Sabian, I got the call back within an hour.
Very durable steel. I've never broken one of these cymbals, and I hit hard when I have to.
My cymbals take a licking and keep on ticking. By the end of each show, they've been bashed and hammered and spit on and sweat on. And
I like a cymbal to be durable, but I also want to hit it and really get a sense of the projection from it and not just be like this hard piece of metal that I'm hitting.
I'll go full tours without cracking anything, actually.
So durability is a must. Musicality with Sabian is a guarantee. I know from the quality of Sabian that it's going to be happening. I don't have to worry about any inconsistency.
It's not an assembly line; that they're actually hand looked after, and it seems like there's more quality and care taken per cymbal than there is other brands.
So what do you want to do now?
Everybody that works at the company is great. I think I go back to about 85 with you guys. I mean, at least
almost to the start.
Right.
For me, a big part of my attraction to Sabian was the personal relationship.
The music business is hard enough as it is, dealing with day-to-day aspects of the music business. They always seem to have your back, so that means a lot to me.
Just the fact that Sabian are just cool people as well.
It doesn't seem like it's run with that corporate mentality.
Not just getting the product and using it, but establishing relationships with the different artist relations people. And
when I call there, it's almost like calling home to mom and dad. It's like, hey John, how you doing? All right. Did you eat today?
I was just this young kid, just coming up, just learning, not knowing much, not being an endorser, but just a student. But yet still they treated me with utmost professionalism and respect like I was one of the guys already.
I love the product, love the people. I'm here to stay.
You have a dance club in your pants there.
Yeah, I know. Hello?
People can go to the factory.
It's not the most convenient place to get to, but
it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the middle of nowhere, as most instrument manufacturers tend to be.
They wouldn't let me in. They saw me coming, they locked the door. Here comes Portnoy.
Pretty overwhelming. I think every drummer has that sensation when they walk into the vault. It's like a candy store.
It was very magical, almost like it was like the vault of like a medieval alchemist.
Like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for drummers.
First time I contemplated grand theft.
If you hear it, you take it over to Mark Love and the Cymbal Smiths. They're gonna make it happen for you.
It's not just somebody bashing metal. That's somebody doing some art. They know what needs to be done to make this cymbal as beautiful as it's supposed to be. And I love the handheld process. I tried it before. Can't do it. Mark Love, Nort, y'all the man on that.
I think David, the tester, I was blown away by his ears because with all the ruckus and all the noise and everything going on, I brought those 12-inch hi-hats, like those 15-year-old hi-hats, and he stopped what he was doing. He goes, "Those hi-hats, what are those?" Like he could hear it out of all the,
Of course, Sabian, caring about their artists definitely looked out for me.
Not how I would have expected. People had made nothing but cymbals all their life long. Listen to like someone that is a total novice to like the manufacturing process. But they would really go like, okay, is this like this? Should we do it like that?
Because they don't say no. They give 150% to get the vision into a product.
It was a dream come true for me to be able to have some signature cymbals that were doing something that the other Sabians didn't offer.
Come on with a Sabian, we'll get it right for you. No middleman.
When they hear it, everybody turns around because they never heard this sound before, but they love it.
As soon as we went into the first song, he turned around.
Everyone turns around and goes, "Wow, your cymbals really sound great. They're filling up everything, meeting every possible quota we need to in this band or whatever, from the Splashes to the Chinas."
He talked to me after. What's that cymbal that you brought?
What is that? Can I have that? No, you can't have that. It's mine. It's special stuff. You can't have it.
In fact, you want to steal this one from the photo shoot today.
It's gone already.
It's gone.
It's a wrap.
We geeked out. We're two drummers, so we're geeking out. You know, we're like, listen to those overtones, and that's really cool.
A lot of people always come up and compliment on the sound of the cymbals, you know, like in all different situations, you know. So I think that's a really good compliment for me and for Sabian, you know.
It's the very opposite of a stale company where everything's kind of like, okay, we have this and it works well and it sells well, so let's just sit back. There seems to always be a certain spirit of want to go further, you know, with everything and take everything to the next level.
I mean, there's that one part of the factory where you have the stuff that you could never really sell because you didn't know what to call it.
I've seen some cymbals up there that I've never seen before, which is why they call that area up there called Area 51.
I bet some of these guys wake up in the middle of the night and think of some new technique they could use, or they think of some sound they want to capture, and they have that type of energy and they have that lust for what they do.
Every year I can't wait to see what's the new cymbal that's coming out from Sabian, you know,
Right.
you know, see if I can add it in.
Legacy, which is being dubbed tone texture, has been so because they create a texture of really dark underlying tones with a lot of broad colors, a lot of different, very complex sound. You want the people you're playing with to feel good about your sound. They have to feel like they're on a supportive cushion to be able to play, and that's the whole concept with Legacy. They reach lower in the tone spectrum than Evolution does, but they also cross over both in sound and feel. Feel especially, because we didn't want to sacrifice any of the inviting feel of Legacy. Something drawing from the older characteristics of going all the way back to Istanbul, but vibrant, trashy, but beautiful all at the same time. It was really, really cool. It's Mike Stern kept turning around to me and just saying, I love that cymbal. It was unsolicited. He was just, you know, and I didn't tell him they were new until after he told me about 10 times. Beautiful sounding cymbals, there's no two ways about it.
One of my drum heroes, and I'm finally meeting him thanks to Sabian.
Definitely confident of Sabian meeting the expectations of the drummers. They've done it already, and I'm sure that they're going to come up with newer and greater ideas for cymbal sounds.
There's so many different styles of music out there, and Sabian seems to really keep up with what's going on in the world.
Sabian's innovation is very crucial and key to, well, my musical growth and my musical expression. So
I think Sabian's innovations has definitely changed everyone's sound. You know, from rock guys to jazz guys to hip hop guys. You know, Sabian has been a big part of the evolution of drumming, and I'm just curious to see where the next 25 years is going to take us.
I didn't play too loud for you, did I?
At the core, it's creating something that will drive music and make music better the people at Sabian are interested in participating in that process, and that's why I believe they will be around for like a long time, and they will setting the pace for other people to like follow.
Hello, everybody at Meductic. Thanks for the support for all these years that I've been playing.
I'd like to thank Sabian for having me on board for this amount of time.
And then I want to thank you for letting me be a part of your family.
I know everyone showed me great love and appreciation.
You guys are already number one, and that's how it's going to be.
Mark Love said to me in the beginning, he says, you know, DeRico, we care because you care. And I just want to say to you guys, I care because you care. Thanks for a great product.
Just love playing your product, and I'm behind you every step of the way, so have one on me. Actually, I won't pay for it, but just have one.
I'd like to congratulate everyone at Sabian for 25 years of innovation
and cymbal making excellence.
And here's to another 25.
Happy 25th anniversary.
Love you guys.
Thanks.
What else we have to do? Are we done? I think we're okay. Great job. Great job. That was great.